Hey guys, welcome. Yes, Matthew's launch day. Just wanted to share that. We'll do it with you guys. In fact, I was rushing to get on here to beat their launch, but they just launched. So I'm going to share it with you guys. Hey, Ted, Jeff, Scott, how's everybody doing? Matthew's today is launching 4 new bows and the V3. I will share my screen here. Very exciting time, you know. So as you guys can see, I think you see that. Show and stream. All right, let's check it out together. So the V3 is their new bow, and this thing is offered in a 27-inch. I'm very excited about this because Matthews has always pushed that limit of short bows, and I love that about them. And a 27-inch is huge. Because I think the shortest to this date from them was a 28. But anyway, this thing looks really sweet. They reduced the limb size, I guess, and did a whole bunch of other new stuff here. And the riser. So, I mean, the cool part is it has a cool look to it. Look at this thing. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. It looks really good. Oh, I love how they push that extension out like that. It's really nice. So yeah, 27 and 31. Can you guys believe that? That is really incredible. One of the things I wish we would see more from the other bow manufacturers is the short bow concept. I feel like every bow manufacturer should have a 28-inch bow, but we don't see it. We don't see it very often. And this is something I'm ecstatic about, that they did 27. And one thing I love about Matthews, they always do this. Most companies are doing a 30 to 31 inch bow, mainly 31 to 32. And, Matthews still covers it here. And both these bows are 1,200, so they're about the same price. But I should have these there tomorrow. They're in transit to us, so probably have to do a standard video though. But we'll get something on the market here for you guys to review on these bows. But pretty sick. I love the look of them. I think they have it. Let's just build one. Let's just see what we got here. So 27-inch axle, ultimate agility and tight spaces. I don't disagree with that at all. That's a big time. So there's a lot going on here. Let's take a look here. Let's do this real quick. Let's just, so it looks like 60, 65, 70, or 75 pounds. Let's say we want a 70. Okay, draw length. We're going to say this will go to 29.5. That's really important to note for the 27. I mean, this thing looks like a pocket rock already. It looks like a let-offs are choices. I always take the more one. I like to be very comfortable. We'll go right hand, save it. Okay, so we're 85%, 29. Okay. All right, this is what I wanted to see. Riser. We got First Light, UA All Season, Real Tree Edge, Green Ambush, Stone, Black, Omnifade Subalpine, Omnifade Elevated 2. So let's just say we want Real Tree. Let's keep moving. Limbs, we're going to be able to do it in camo limbs. Multi-camo limb, that's kind of neat. Green, Stone, Black, Omnifade, Omnifade Elevated. Let's try these green ones, do something a little unique. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Yeah, I wish they would. I wish all companies would come out 30-inch bow. Yeah, I know Skip. I know Gearhead has the smallest. Hey, morning, Ron. How are you? Thank you on the yeah, thanks on the buck. That was amazing, amazing experience. I apologize. I filmed on a GoPro. I did put the GoPro logo, so I knew it wasn't going to be like the best quality. But one of the things about hunting for me in the past couple of years has been I want to get away from the cameras and just enjoy myself hunting. So I strategically only use a GoPro now, maybe a couple GoPros if I have the time. But that's a big thing for me. I want to have peace of mind that I'm not worried about camera equipment or making a mistake. If I would have had a full camera in that rig, I could have easily missed that deer. So that's why I just kind of keep it on my stabilizer, keep it simple, keep my hands in. I'm not messing with anything. We don't have cameramen at BHP. It's not what we do. We've always promoted the concept of self-filming, self-reliance, getting it done on your own. But the reason I wanted to make that video really wasn't for consumers to watch. It was more for me, which is why I started BHP. It's like a catalog. So later in life, I can look back like, oh yeah, that buck. And now I got the video to go with it. I don't have to sort through tons of video clips and try to find it. It's all clean and, the story's told. And if my kids want to watch it, they can understand it, So anyway, back to this. We'll go back to strings. We'll say black. String twists. We'll say green. Okay. Cables. Cable. We'll just go black. Actually, no, we'll go green. Oh, we'll go green again. Okay. So serving. Let's do orange. Just something random. It doesn't really matter. It's not like I'm buying this right now. That's a wild looking bow. Custom damping notch. Oh, I got it. Lower harmonic dampener. Orange. Ooh, that was cool. Monkey tails. We'll go pink just so we can see them. Where are the monkey tails? Does this thing have monkey tails? I don't know. I don't see them on there, but maybe the picture doesn't have it. I don't know. Stabilizer. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll go 8-inch. I mean, I don't care. Cody's the one buying this thing. So I'll just send him the bill. All right. Let's just keep that there. Quivers. It doesn't really matter, but whatever. Just throw it in there. All right. Oh, I guess it just goes to wish list anyway. I don't know why I filled this whole thing out. Anyway, sorry. Let's get back here. Let's go over the other bows. All right. So here's what they launched. The V331, the V327, the Prima, which is for women, and then the Atlas, which is the longbow. So 34 and 3/4, 350 IBO. And this one, I know there's a weight in here. Where's the weight? This thing is like 4 point something. It's a little bit on the heavier side from what I read. They sent me a sheet that had the specs. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Sorry. Let's go down a little bit further. Here we go. Okay. So the interesting part about this one, so you're talking huge brace height on this bow, right? 7 3/4, 60, 65, 70, 75 pounds, 4.92 pounds. So teetering on that 5-pound mark, which we have seen on some other bows in the industry, getting to that heavier size. Weight. So we're seeing this weight distribution get a little heavier, I think, but we're seeing the tech side get a little better. So I don't see any issue there. When we talk about the weight going up, that's okay. To me, I just need to offset that. So I offset that with maybe a carbon sight or a lighter rest, like a whisker biscuit, right? Something that's super small, super light. I disagree, 608 King. I don't think it's a disappointment at all. In fact, Matthews in this, when you say recycled, there's nothing recycled. They actually created new limbs, new pockets, a whole bunch of new stuff on this bow, a new riser. I mean, honestly, the thing about these things is, what do you expect is going to happen, right? They're going to have to make a new bow. A company can't survive without making new products. But the thing is, they actually did do something different. They could have easily just reused that and changed the riser slightly, but they didn't. In fact, they changed a lot of stuff. They add this new cable containment system, which is on that strange angle that we saw. I don't know about this one. I mean, they added a lot of new features, in my opinion, more than I thought they would. I thought they were just going to use the VXR and just do like a VXR Pro or something. But honestly, I was a little more happy than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little not as detailed, but I mean, of course, you're gonna have some of the same looks. I mean, you know, most companies I think hold their riser to some extent, right? Let's look at Matthews, that honeycomb thing. You know, they had that for a few years. But if you look at any company right now and you look at their risers over the past couple of years, they start to hold the same look. And I think that's for two reasons. Number one, they want to separate themselves from everybody else and have their own distinctive look, which I totally think is a smart move. Look at Obsession, the way they had that really fat riser came to a thin, then fat again. They had that for years and still have, you know, symbols of that in their risers. But, you know, Matthews, you're going to get some of that same thing with the riser. You're going to have some of the same look. But, you know, all in all, I think they did a great job. I mean, it's not easy to do. You can't just create a whole new bow. I mean, especially when other bow companies are doing designs, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to encroach on their look either and then, you know, mess up your look. But all right, so this bow is a 6-inch break sight as well as the 27. So this is going to be for the archer who needs a little longer. So this one goes to 30.5. So I think what happened here is with this design and what they did. I mean, I don't know this for a fact. I'm just guessing. With this design and what they did, they could only get to a 30.5-inch draw length, and they know that that's not going to work. There's a lot of archers who are 31 and up. So I think that's why you see the fourth bow. I think that's why we see the Atlas, because this one takes care of that situation and puts us up to 34. So I'm pretty sure. But again, this one kind of uses a cross-centric cam with the switch weight technology. So they're changing some stuff. I mean, this is a new cam as well. Let's see here. But let's look at this real quick. So the VXR 28. I wish I could side by side that to see the look difference. Let's see if I can try to. Maybe I can do this real quick. Snipping tool. Let's try this real quick. See if this will work. Okay, I got that. I don't know if you guys can see that though. I don't think you can. Let me just move that here. So I just took a snapshot of the VXR 28. Now let's pull up the V3. I don't think I can. I don't know why it's not showing that for you guys. I actually have them side by side now. And well, I can talk to it, I guess. I know you guys can't see. I apologize. So the risers are very similar, but they are different. There are some slightly different cuts. I can see them in the lower half and the top half. The limbs look different. Pocket placement's different. The cam is different. Obviously, the roller guard is different. The grip's the same. The string stop's the same. Yeah, that's about what I could tell, I guess, from looking at side by side. Morning, Brian. How are you? Hoyt's launching today too. Is that what you said, Ted? Hoyt.com. Is this coming up maybe? Well, maybe they're coming up. Maybe we'll have to go back online and look at that. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody who watched the hunt. I didn't think it was the same cam 608. I thought they have a new cam on this. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I could have swore I read that's a new cam. V3. Hold on, let me reread it. Because I thought this one added this switch technology, which they didn't have in the original VXR. So the cam says cross-centric cam with switch weight technology. And then let's see what the VXR had. Says the same thing. So maybe it is the same. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Huh. Hold on a minute. Let me just look at one thing, because I could have swore when I read that thing they sent me. Let's see. Make sure we get it right for you guys here. Okay, here's the press release. All right. Switchway technology. Oh, it's not new though. You're right. I apologize. Yeah, it's not labeled under new. So it says on here a new center guard cable containment, new extended bridged riser, new limbs and limb cups, new Nano 740. What's the new riser platform and limb geometry also increased cam efficiencies. And then you're right. It says switch weight technology. Thank you for calling that out. Switch weight technology in the cam. So that has been there. My fault. Yeah. Okay. So there are some differences, and then, like you said, some things are the same. But I'm not surprised by that. Just because, like I said, they can't do it all, right? All right. What were we just saying? Sorry. Oh, yeah. So thanks everybody for watching the hunt that did watch it. I apologize. I know it's GoPro. It's not like the best quality. But one thing that happened on that hunt that I didn't actually mention in there that was quite interesting was I actually cut my hand open when I was gutting the deer. It was pathetic, really. I was just finishing. I found the deer by myself, and I was just finishing, and I was doing the final like cuts at the bottom, and somehow I was trying to hold the leg down, and I don't even know how I would have my hand in the same area of a knife, but I did stupidly, and I came down right on my finger, and so I had to use these butterflies and stuff. So it was kind of depressing because like I could see, because I had the rubber gloves on, and I could see the glove filling with blood on the inside. I'm like, oh my god, so I pull it off, and I'm like just gushing blood on my hand. So I text the guys in my other hand. I said, need some help. Things aren't going well. Yeah, so but it was a good time. It was a great weekend, and I think.
Hey guys, I'm Dave Thomas from BonerPlant.com.
I think
and today the curse has been
definitely
broken.
My best year there. It was definitely, and to be honest, it was so crazy because it was so strategic, on accident, that it worked out so well. So that's why it's the other thing I want to say to you guys, and I apologize, we've been on and off for weeks now. But what happened is basically hunting season started, and nobody has time to do the podcast or anything. We're kind of everybody's out at different times. It's crazy.
2 years.
So I figure we need to get some hunting in. None of us hunt a lot anymore because we're doing this and we're doing our real jobs, things like that. So
and even the ones that you think were simple.
Anyway. So this was so strategic in the weirdest way.
Still,
now I'm gonna show you guys a clip here. I'm gonna forward a little bit.
That's the story
let me just
that we live in here, and the hunt camp we have. 300 acres.
I put these little graphics in. It was actually a little easier to do than I thought.
Towards me.
It's not the best.
At the last minute goes.
So this is what happened to me in the morning. Get out of here. So I was sitting at the top stand. This buck came in from way over at the top. Well, you guys can't see my mouse. Sorry. It came over from the top right of the screen there, and it came down to stand 2 instead of stand 1, which is where I was. So I see this happening, and it's very frustrating because I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I'm freaking the wrong spot. So I couldn't believe it. So I'm like, dang. So next thing I know, he goes in. So whatever. Long story short, we flip to the night hunt. Which is, I think, this part. Yeah. So I moved to the second stand. And then what happens is Jamie, who has to come in, he has to come in from this arrow here, where you can kind of see him at the bottom there. So that's how he walks to his stand. He comes down, and then he cuts over to get to his stand, which is all the way to the left of the screen. And that deer that I saw earlier had bed down right where you see it here in this area. And what happens is he walks down. As he's walking, he doesn't know this, but he bumps that deer, and that deer comes back the way it came
to my other stand
from earlier, and now it's right next to me. And I'm like, you're kidding me. And I didn't realize at the time. I literally just sat down in that spot, and then also, then all of a sudden,
probably a minute. I was just
here
getting
comes
set
this
up.
buck. So it was just a very exciting and
just get my release out. I look up, and here he comes.
I would say, well executed hunt. Not that I did it on purpose, but the shot was executed perfectly. I pulled the bow back, and this is one of the things I talked to you guys about a lot, and I want to make sure
I put in this timer because this is a great example of why you have to be confident in your ability to hold your bow, but also pick the right bow for you,
long periods of time.
that when you draw it, you can hold it for extended periods of time.
This is the third time in my life I've
in this situation, the deer was facing me. I knew I wasn't going to shoot.
One time
I was waiting for him to make a move,
and I was on a hunt with
but unfortunately,
and I
he
didn't want
holds
to let
that
it down
position
because
for
I didn't want
literally
to look like an idiot.
just over a minute, and I have to make a decision if I can hold it or if I need to bring it down and then reset myself. In this case, I bring it back down.
This type of thing can happen at any time. So that's why I always recommend like high let off and just practicing holding that position for long periods of time before you fire, and then fire and make a clean shot, because you just don't know when that's going to happen to you. And you don't want to be in a position where you miss or have to fire a bad shot because you just couldn't hold it long enough. And you could see in this clip, and this deer was, it's hard to see, I know, but the deer was like facing me the whole time right here. And I'm like, and he just stopped. I mean, this thing was just coming. I thought it was going to be a clean, like, hey, stop, shoot, but mute the other video. Which video? Is there a video playing? Is it maybe? Let's see. I don't think there's another video playing. Let me do this. Let me know if that fixed it, guys. I can't hear what you hear, so I don't know. I think I'm still talking, but I think. Let me see. I closed that. I think that's it. Shouldn't be anything else playing. I don't know if there's something playing on that Matthews website. Maybe that was what the sound was. I don't know. But or the Hoyt one. I don't know. Let me know if that sounds okay. Thanks, John. Anyway, so you just got to be able to hold it. And I think you don't want to make a mistake or air out because of that. That's my thing. It's just you got to be ready to go. Oh, what's the best peep site for hunting? Is that what you're asking? What's the best side peep for hunting? There's a peep site by Bear Archery Trophy Ridge that doesn't need to be tied in. That's pretty cool. I mean, one of the videos I'm looking at now is to, thanks, John. One of the other videos I'm looking to do now is kind of a bow hunters in the field kit. So I bought like a fishing box, and I'm going to just do a video on loading that and what to have in there just for emergency purposes, especially in the field, because you just don't know what you're going to come up against. And I think it'd be important to have that ability to if you need to do a quick adjustment, have those peep sights in there, have extra loop in there, have a whisker biscuit in there, have an extra sight. You just don't know what you're going to break in the field. I saw a video the other day. This girl was hunting, and she was on a huge hunt, and she had her bow, and she broke the string. But yeah, so I don't know. Is the sound all good now, guys? Because I don't. Oh, gotcha, Ron. Thanks. Yeah, I just closed that video. I think you should be good now. I think it's good. But if I play it, I wonder if I can. I'm just curious how this stuff works. Let's try something real quick.
Hey, you guys can hear this right now. I'm Dave Thomas from BonePlant.com, and today the curse has been broken. I don't know if you guys can hear that right now. So imagine this. You're on a hunting property. Everybody.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, so Matthews launch day, very exciting. 4 new bows. That's great. Definitely some carryover, but that's okay. It's going to happen. Every company, I think, has carryover. I think once in a while you'll see a company come out with something completely new, but I wouldn't say it's that often, to be honest. Let's see here. Let me just close some stuff out. Should be good now, but we'll see. I'll have to go back and watch this video later and see where the errors were. Okay, thanks, Brian. Yeah, I'll rewatch it later, see if I can figure all that out, because I'm using a new system here, so I don't usually use this one, but I wanted to use it because if it's going to be just me and one other person most of the time for the live sessions, it's a little easier to use this. And plus, I can do cool stuff like show that, or so that's cool. This system's also used by my good friend Mike Avery, who, if you guys don't watch his show, it is an amazing live show. You should check him out on Wednesdays. He does a live show. There's like hundreds of people watching it. It's really, really good. Mike's an amazing guy in the industry of hunting. He's from Michigan. He has a radio show. I'm on the show once in a while. He'll have me on, talk about BHP. But people like Mike got some old school in there and some new stuff. So it's really exciting because he doesn't just do old school, which I love. He'll talk about a little bit of everything. He'll talk about bow hunting, gun hunting. It doesn't matter. Fishing, huge guy in fishing, but great guy. And now that he's, online like this, you can watch him anywhere. He actually did one of the videos with Fred Bear that you guys should check out when you get time. It's a really incredible, actually probably one of the last interviews Fred Bear ever did. I'll see if I can find the link for it. Fred Bear. Oh, actually, I'm in my own videos. Oops. That ain't gonna work. Let's see here. Fred Bear. Oh, yeah, here it is. It's called The Lost Interview. See if I can copy this for you guys. And let's see. Media. YouTube. Link. Push.
Mike Avery's Outdoor Magazine is brought to you in part by Darton Archery.
I'm working on a show for the Outdoor Magazine television show involving some very special video. Some video that I found in a box.
There's a link. I just posted a link for you guys.
It was shot back in 1985.
1985.
At the Grouse Haven Lodge, the Grouse Haven hunting
I'm just
camp.
going to forward a little bit here.
Rose City, Michigan. The world's greatest bow hunter.
Notice the one cool part about this real quick.
The world's greatest bow hunter.
I'm going to pause it, but notice notice his jacket. It's that Fred Bear camo that they're kind of made that camo from Bear Archery now with that. So that's really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, that's very cool. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for joining me for the Matthews launch. That was a lot of fun. Check out this video when you get time. I put the link down below. Check out Mike Avery when you guys get time. Outdoor Magazine. He's an amazing guy. Excellent to work with. And, in this industry, we need people like Mike. He's just so good helping get points through, understanding conversation, and just really hammering through with a great hunting voice, how things should be or shouldn't be type thing. But that's it for today. I don't know when we'll be back, guys. I apologize. The guys are still hunting. I got my buck. I came home a little early. They're still there. So we'll see. I don't know when we'll be back just yet. We'll be back to normal schedule coming up here in December. And we'll have huge giveaways on the Team BHP. So if you're not part of that, get on there now. We're going to have probably a BHP Christmas. It won't be as big and elaborate as past years because we'll have to do it like this, but it'll be fun. We can easily tag you guys like this with this system. We have up to 4 of us on here and 1 guest. So it should be cool. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for tuning in.